Okay, so before we get started on how to create your entire website using AI, let's understand why we use WordPress as the software. So the most important three criteria here is that first, WordPress is very scalable and highly customizable. So this is the reason why a lot of web agencies are using WordPress to design websites for business owners, for local businesses, because WordPress is very customizable. So you can even change the coding to make WordPress work the way you want. So that's the number one reason. Second is that it's very cost efficient. In fact, WordPress is free to use. You can just go to wordpress.org, download the software, install your web hosting, then you can start the WordPress website. So it's very cost efficient, and also there's a lot of free plugins and also themes that you can use. So let's take a look at the WordPress website. So this is the official WordPress website, wordpress.org. And if you were to go to under extend and click on themes, you can see that there are more than 12,000 free themes that you can use for the WordPress website. So we have a very huge community to constantly contribute WordPress templates, themes for users around the world to use. And if you click on plugins, we have over 59,000 free plugins. And plugins purpose is to enhance the functions and the features of the website. So that's really a lot of resources available for WordPress. So that's why WordPress has a lot of users around the world, especially local businesses. Small businesses are using WordPress to power their business website. However, WordPress does have its challenges. We'll take a look in the next lesson. Thank you. Okay, welcome back. So now in this lesson, I'll just share with you two main challenges why most people find it not easy to use WordPress. Okay, so number one is that WordPress has a lot of templates for you to choose from. And besides template, each template also use a different page builder. So it is not easy for a beginner to know which theme or which page builder is suitable for them. And if you choose the wrong theme, meaning that the theme is very basic and it has hardly any layout, it's very difficult for you to design from zero. For example, themes such as Hello Elementor is very basic unless you add on or you import other theme design. So things like that, the templates is already a challenge to find out of so many choices. And similarly applies to the plugins as well. There are so many plugins that the beginner can easily overwhelm and they can't choose or know which one is suitable for their website. And it doesn't mean that the more plugin you install on your website, the more powerful is your website. In fact, if you have a lot of plugins in your website, the very high chance is that your website will malfunction or just crash whenever you do any plugin updates. So make sure that the number of plugins is minimum. So all these criteria, when they come into consideration, it takes experience to work out to really design a professional and a nice WordPress website. But if not, then you will really need to leverage the power of AI, which I'll share more with you how WordPress, when combined with AI, can solve these challenges. I'll see you in the next lesson. Okay, welcome back. So now in this lesson, I'm going to share with you why WordPress plus AI is a perfect combination. Okay, so let's take a look at this website that's generated by WordPress AI. Okay, so now you see that it has everything generated in a very short time limit that I will share with you exact process, how it's being done in the practical section. For now, we'll just take a look at this website. So this website is entirely generated using AI, and this is a WordPress website, and this website is generated under 3 minutes. And one of the challenge that I mentioned in the previous lesson is that it is not easy to start from zero using WordPress, but now with the power of AI, it can help you to create the basic layout and structure everything in a very short time. And then you can use the editor to edit the necessary section, or you can hide the section if you don't want to. And this website is created using the default Gutenberg editor using the latest WordPress 6 version. Okay, and you can see that not only the home page has been beautifully created, you can click on the about page, and the description, the content have been generated using AI generative AI based on my short and simple company description. So that's the power of AI. It also helps us to create content in our website as well. Okay, and we will also take a look at the blog. Then you can see that all the blog posts are beautifully laid out in the blog category page as well. And also the contact page. If you go to a content page, you can see there's a location and also the contact information. So now leveraging the power of AI, we can make sure that this WordPress website is created professionally and most important in a very fast speed, so you can start using your website without going through the steep learning curve and also go through all the mistakes yourself. Okay, now after the next section that we'll talk about domain and hosting, we will go into the practical step by step that will share with you from zero how you can use AI to create your own WordPress website and also how to edit every page of the WordPress website. If you have any questions, just feel free to post in the Q&A section. If not, I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you. Okay, so welcome back to the course. So now in this lesson, I will share with you the one of the most important thing that you need to have when you want to have the live website. So the first thing is domain name. So I will cover the domain name in this lesson, and then I'll cover the next important thing, which is web hosting in the next lesson. So when it comes to domain name is the URL that people type into their browser to find your website. So for example, this is one of my website, webbuddy.sg. And this is another one of my website, tcmfoodtherapy.net. So this is called the domain name. And you also notice that the domain extension is different in this case. And the most popular domain name extension is .com. So if you were to get a domain name, I would suggest you to choose the .com version first if it's available. If it's not available, but you would really like to have that name, then you can go for .net. And .org is also pretty famous and popular. If your website is more geared towards organizations or association, for example. Okay, so what I want to do right now is to share with you the place that you can go and register domain name, and this is the website Namecheap. You can come to Namecheap to register domain name, or you can go to GoDaddy. These two are two of the biggest domain name registrar in the world. GoDaddy, one challenge about GoDaddy is that if you register domain name through them, you need to be careful as they tend to add a lot of upsells into your shopping cart. So just be aware of that. So once you come to Namecheap, what you can do is that you can go to Namecheap marketplace to search for a name, but this will be more expensive because you are getting from someone else. So normally you can just go to domain name search and search for a domain name. So for example, let's say I want to know if caseytan.com is available or not. So I click search and it will tell me if someone else has registered for caseytan.com. Okay. So here is the other suggested results. So for example, caseytan.net, it is available at $12.98 per year. I can just add this to cart. Most probably caseytan.com has already been taken. Okay, so that's why they also suggest me other possible domain extension if I want to take this up. Okay, so you can see that it has been registered in 1999. Okay, so this is not available. So what you can do is that you can search for another name and type in another name right here and then search again. So once you find available name, you can register, and every year you need to pay about $13 per year to keep your domain name live. So domain name is the first thing that you need to have in order to have a live website. Okay, I'll share with you more about web hosting in the next lesson. I'll see you then. Okay, welcome back to the course again. So in this lesson, I'm going to share with you the second most important thing that you should have in order to have a live website. So the first thing which we have covered in the previous lesson is called the domain name, and the second is called the web hosting. So for the web hosting, there are generally two types of web hosting. One is shared hosting, one is cloud hosting. So I will always suggest you to go with cloud hosting, especially if you have the budget. If you do not have the budget, you can choose shared hosting. It's more affordable, but it means that you will be sharing the server with a lot of other websites. So sometimes your server can be loading quite fast, but sometimes your website will be loading pretty slow. So it depends on how much the other websites are using the server resources. Okay. And this is my recommendation that you can look out for when you are choosing the web hosting package. So I would recommend to go after cloud hosting. The disk space, I would suggest minimum you should have a 10 gig. For the bandwidth, minimum you should have 100 gig. And the hosting should provide you with free SSL certificate. Okay, so nowadays, most of the popular web hosting should be able to do this. And also, under your hosting, they should not limit how many websites you should have. Okay, so this is one of my recommendation as well. So these are the three web hosting company that I recommend that you can go check it out. For my own personal company website, I use Cloudways. It is based on cloud hosting. This one is the most expensive, but the performance and the security is the most outperform the other ones. So the second one I recommend is SiteGround. They have a share hosting, which is much more affordable. And the third one is A2 hosting. So let me bring you to Cloudways website to take a look. So this is the Cloudways website, and you click on the pricing tab. You can see how much is the hosting cost. So for me, I will select the DigitalOcean. I will select the premium option over here. And this is a basic tier that I select for my basic business website. So I get 1 gig RAM, which I use totally for my website. So no other website will be sharing this 1 gig RAM with me because Cloudways is based on cloud hosting. So I have a lot of bandwidth. I have also a lot of storage. So all this costs about 14 USD per month. But if you going to have an e-commerce website that is powered using WooCommerce, I would suggest you at least get this, which is a 2 gig RAM, which costs at 28 USD per month. So this is Cloudways, cloud hosting. If you have the budget, definitely I recommend you to go for it. But if you do not have the budget, you can consider SiteGround. If you click on SiteGround, web hosting, and scroll down, you can see that they are currently running a promotion. Therefore, 1 month is only $2.99, but it's for one website. If you can just go for $4.99 per month. You can get unlimited website. And currently, they are also giving you free domain, which means that you do not need to pay additional for domain name. So you can just get the plan, get a free domain, sign up for 1 year for this promotional fee and get started. I will share some of these web hosting links in my bonus lecture so that you can go and take a look. In the meantime, if you have any questions about web hosting, just feel free to post in the Q&A session. I'll be happy to help you out with. I'll see you in the next session. Thank you. Okay, welcome back to the course. So now in this new section, we will be going into the practical step by step on how you can generate the entire WordPress website using AI. Okay, so now this is a new WordPress website that I've just installed on my server. So I can just log in to the dashboard. So once I log into the dashboard, the first thing that you should do is we are going to install a plugin. So go to plugins, add new plugin. Okay. So once you're on this page, I need you to search for a plugin called Starter Template. Okay, so this is the one that we are going to install. So click install now. So this is the plugin that has the ability later on that I'm going to share with you how to use AI. So now you click activate. So once you click the activate button, it will bring you to this screen. Okay, so notice that now there are two options. One is AI website builder, one is classic starter template. So normally for the past several years, I've been using this option that contains a lot of beautiful professional templates for me to choose and use and configure. But recently, this company is collaborating with ZipWP to help us to create a website using AI in a few minutes. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to stop this video for this lesson, and I will continue the rest of the step for the AI website creation in the next video. I'll see you then. Okay, so welcome back to the lesson. So now let's get started. So click on this button, build with AI. And this is the steps that we are going to do. First, they require you to have a free account on ZipWP platform. Okay, so let's do this. So just click on this button. Let's get started. Okay, so you will come to this screen and you can sign up with email or you can sign up with Google in one click. So I'm going to sign up with email. So after you type in all the details, you just click create account. After that, it will bring you to this screen to ask you to choose a payment plan. Okay, for now, we'll just use the free plan, which allow you to have up to 2 AI website creation and give you 1000 AI credits in total. Okay, so this is for one email. So I just click get started. Okay, so they will then send a verification code to your email. So make sure you check your email and enter the verification code. Okay, so after you have entered the code, you will be connecting to your ZipWP account. So just click continue. Okay, so now you are ready to get started. So the first step is that they will ask you the name for your website. So assuming I'm creating a website for my a professional cleaning services business. So my company name is called Sure Clean Private Limited, and this website is for local business. is in English. So after that, click continue. And I'm going to paste in the description that describe my company. So this is the description I have. In fact, I generate this description using ChatGPT, which you can also do so after you generate a description using ChatGPT, or you can really write your own description for your company and just a brief 1, 2, 3 sentences to describe what does your company do and more about your company services. And you can just paste them in this box, and now you click continue. And the next step is that they will ask you for the email. So what you can do is that you can just enter your email, for example, and your phone number and address. Okay, so I'm just typing an example here. If you have social media, you can add it in, and after that, click continue again. Okay, so at this step is quite important because here it shows you some of the images that's relevant to what your business is doing. So you can just select the picture here. If not, you can change the keywords here and the relevant pictures will appear. If not, you can upload your own images as well for your website. So what I'm going to do right here is that I'm going to select some of the images for my website. So for example, this one. Okay. So you can definitely scroll down and select more images if you want to. Okay, so currently I've already selected 11. Try to select about 10, around 10 minimum, so that your website has enough images to make up some of the space. Okay, so after that I click continue. So that's about the images. The next step, what we are going to do is that we're going to select the template for our website. So this is all the template, how it will look like. Okay, with all the images that we have selected. So you can see that there's a lot of website templates here that you can choose. Also note that for this one, for example, there's a premium icon here, which means you need to upgrade your premium package, upgrade to premium package before you can select this template. If not, you can just select those free ones, which are available quite a lot of them here. So what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to select the first one. I kind of like this layout and the color, so I will just click on it and I can do a preview. I can scroll down. So it's pretty amazing. I like the design here, and I can choose the font. I can choose this font. I can choose this one. So you can choose the font at this step. Okay, so I will choose this. You can also upload your logo if you have one. If not, later on in the lesson, I will share with you how you can upload a logo. For the color, you can also choose the color over here. You can have a dark base theme here if you want to. Okay, I find that the design all looks pretty nice, but I still like the first one. So after that, I'll click continue. So this is where you select the features for your website. So some of the features have been selected like blog, contact form, page builder has been selected. If you need e-commerce, donation, live chat, and other features, you can enable them as well. So for me, I just need these three for now. Okay, after that, I'll click start building and it will take a minute or two to create this website. Okay, so now the website has been completed. So let's click see your website. So now this is my website, which is totally created by AI under 2 to 3 minutes. So let's go down. So this is the hero banner. This is about my company. You can see that the description all have been filled in the services. I can also change the services if I want to. This is get a code section. These are testimonials. Of course, I can change them later. So this is the call to action. If I were to scroll back up, you can see that there's also about page being created for me as well. This is the about page, and also the services page right now. This contain all the services that I going to provide, and also the blog section that is very amazingly all laid out very nicely over here, and the contact page here as well, including a contact form for people to fill up. Okay, so this is really fast if you ask me, because never before that we can create a website so fast, and it's only with the power of AI. So now moving forward, I will share with you how we can start editing parts of the website and also configure some of the important settings inside WordPress. I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you. Okay, welcome back to the course. So now in this lesson, I want to share with you some basic introduction of the default Gutenberg editor. If you were to go to the dashboard of your WordPress website, and after that go to pages, let's go to pages or pages, and you can see all the pages being listed here. Let's edit the home page. So once you click on the home page, it will load up the default Gutenberg editor. So in case you are not familiar with this layout, let me share with you some basic things that you need to know before we start editing the content of the website using this editor. So first at the side, you can see on the right side, you can enable or disable this panel by clicking on this button. So this is called the settings button. So once you click on it, it will appear again. So this side panel will list down the page setting. This is the page setting over here. Of this page setting, you can set the feature image of this page here. You can also set the date of publishing this page as well, and set some of the page basic attributes over here. And besides the page setting on this panel, you can also see there's a block setting. Currently, there's no block selected. So for example, when I mouse over this block of text here and click, you can see that this block is called the info box. So this info box, there is the specific attributes here as well, and there are style and advanced setting. So this block setting differs one block to another block. So if I were to click on this image, you can see that the settings will be different because now it is an image block. So this is where you can do the setting for the individual block here over on the right. Okay. And now you can also see that on the left, there is this basic icon being listed here. So these are the different blocks that you can use. So for example, this is a heading block. So if anywhere you want to use a heading block, you can just mouse over here heading, you click and drag it to the place you want. So over here you release, then this is the heading block. So you can drag some blocks from here, or you can click here to add other blocks. So now I just want to delete this because this is just for testing purpose. Okay, so the final thing that you need to know is that when you click on this icon over here, it's called document overview. Once you click on it, so let me just close this. Once you click on the document overview, you can see the structural layout of the entire page. So I like to use this mode to work on the page because I can click on a specific container. It will bring me to that specific section of the page. So I find this very useful. Sometimes if I don't want or I don't need this section, I can just click here and delete the whole container. Okay, so that's a quick way of doing. Alternatively, you can scroll to any part and click on this text, for example, and at the side, you will go to that specific block for you to edit. And you can also shift around the container over here to change the order. So for example, this is our services. This is about company. So if let's say I want this to appear below our services, you can just drag below and you can see that now our services becomes on top and then about company comes down below. So this is the document overview. So high chance you will also work on this icon as well a lot of times. And after, just don't forget that every time that you do some changes, make sure you click save. So only when you click save, then the changes will be saved into the database. Okay, so that's the basic introduction of the Gutenberg WordPress editor. I will see you in the next lesson to share with you how we can start editing some of the basic stuff. I'll see you then. Okay, welcome back to the course. So now in this lesson, I want to share you how you can edit some of the text in your web page and also replace the image if you want to. Okay, so let's go back to the dashboard and go to pages of pages and you can see all the pages being listed here. So assuming that I want to change the home page, so I just click edit to edit the home page and it will load up using the default Gutenberg editor. So what you can do over here is that you can just click on any area that you want, then you can also replace or delete the text. And over here, this is what you can do as well. So you can just delete anything or type in the additional keywords that you want. Okay. And so for example, let's say I want to type in, I will say welcome to our site, for example. And from here, I want to say something else. And I want to share with you, there's one powerful feature of this template is that there's a Ask AI feature. So what I do is that I can select the text over here. If let's say you do not like the text description at the moment, so you can just select the text and click Ask AI. And you can ask AI to write something longer or to make it shorter or to fix the grammar or you can rephrase. So let us just click rephrase and from this text it will change to this one. So after I read this one, let's say I quite like this description, I can just click use this and it will replace using the AI recommendation. So that's a powerful feature that you can use in case some of the description you need some ideas. So over here, one of the other thing is that you may want to change the image sometime. So you can just click here and you can just over the right panel, click on change image and you can select or upload the file that you want. Or you can click free image and you can search and type in cleaning, for example. Then it will search the image that you can use from free website. So it's quite a powerful feature. So for example, if let's say I want to use one of the picture, this one for example, I just click insert image and the image will be replaced. Okay, so that's how you replace image and change the text in the web page. If you need or you want to do other tasks that's not being mentioned in this course lesson, just feel free to post in the questions area and I will create more videos on the tasks that you want to do. See you in the next lesson. Thank you. Okay, welcome back. So now this is very important as I want to share with you a few steps that you can make the very best out of this course. So number one is to make sure to try out because only when you start to do the practical, that's where you really start to learn and take away the most valuable thing in this course. So number one is to download and install the starter template plugin that I share with you in this course. And second is to try to edit the AI website using the lessons that I will share with you, editing the text using the AI assistant to write, to rewrite, or to make it longer, shorter. You leverage the power of AI in your content creation in the website. And also, if you do not have a web hosting, I have listed down a very cheap and affordable hosting that you can sign up in the next lesson, a bonus lecture. You can take a look. You can sign up at just $2 or $3 per month for very cheap hosting. You can start to test the AI website creation.